very svelte, very formidable favorite. Deep breath. And bring it home.
Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future's. Try and keep your head up to the sky. You gotta be
A perfect start, and romancing the steel.
you gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger.
Gorgeous, tight rotation. Now this, the final element, threading the needle into a one-arm thrust. And we've been waiting for what could be, and there it is, the pinky promise. Tremendous, tremendous performance.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket. With the Swiffer Power Mop.
Are you ready for this?
Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our new hand-breaded big clucking chicken sandwich, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
It's the most punishing,
I don't feel like a human being right now.
backbreaking, grueling episode.
I don't think he's okay.
Special Forces, only Wednesday on Fox.
Want some sports trivia? Just ask Siri. Who is the all-time passing touchdowns leader?
Feels like the first time it is, at least in the championship round, but these teams, long rivals, only the second time they've met in the playoffs, and a pretty big sequence, right? I mean, Washington, Tom, you pointed out, gets a fake punt, end up getting a field goal with it, and then the Eagles are clearly in field goal range, and then the Lou sack on the blitz knocks him out of it, basically. Elliott misses, and so it stays a one-possession game through this second quarter.
All these little games within a game. You got a backup center in there. So Coach Quinn decides to call a blitz, makes it a longer field where you miss. Another great coaching job there by Coach Quinn.
There is Daniels. He's got time. No one's open. We're going to take it and run himself. Why not? Out to midfield where Jake Daniels goes. You know, for Jake Elliott, too, he's missed a couple extra points here in this postseason. He had not missed a postseason kick in his career.
Certainly struggled on some of those longer kicks this season, which has been such a dependable kicker for this club. One of his more inaccurate seasons this year.
Daniel on second. Simpson in the middle for a first down. It's Bates. Back up tight end. What a big pass in that. Went over Detroit last week. Doesn't catch many, does Bates. He only had 8 during the regular season, but that's good for 7 yards and a first.
Yeah, another tight window throw. It's really what this defense forces. I see their coverage is very tight on this commander skill group.
Robinson up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, good hard run. Brian Robinson down to the 36.
That's where this offense can do damage. They complete a pass, the backup tight end, now all of a sudden right back into their zone read scheme, their triple option scheme that, again, Detroit had such a hard time defending last week. Keeps that defense on the field. They're back to a second and short. This is exactly the way the Commanders need to play this game.
Daniels, quick throws on the screen out there. It's incomplete. Good play by Cooper DeJean all over it. Intended for De'Ami Brown.
Wow. Such poise there by DeJean. He knows it's coming. Look at him. And he's going to beat him to the ball. He's got Crowder out there to block him. but too physical for DeJean to get in there and break that pass up. They threw a ball like that to McLaurin last week. He went 70. Today ends up being incompletion.
Washington 3 of 8 on third downs in this game. Daniels fires what a call. McLaurin in stride. Breaks it down. Terry McLaurin is in. Touchdown.
Nice protection up front. Just a four-man rush. Daniels gets it out of his hands quickly like easily. And this is just simple. They call this one funnel. Slay's outside leverage. He's funneling the ball to Bond. And the reality is Bond isn't there to help. Slay thinks he's got a little help in there. But McLaurin catches it. Nothing Slay can do. McLaurin does the rest.
McLaurin's been awesome. That's his 10th touchdown in the last 9 games. Commanders will go for 2 in the tie.
Yeah, I'd expect some variation with the ball in Daniels' hands, rolling to the right or the left.
Daniels gets it to Eckler. Eckler is taken down. Well played by Quinyon Mitchell. And the 2-point conversion is no good. But McLaurin had the best year of his career. Another touchdown, sprinting to the end zone. 2-point try, no good. We get a 2-point game in Philadelphia.
Lugas have the IQ of a human genius.
We sure do, Richard.
Did you just say something?
No, did you? I'm just floating here, being a whale. All right, gotta go. Bye. Nerds!
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. What we choose to know, we know completely. We are professional grade.
What's Danny doing?
He saved so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan that he got excited.
Bundle is live!
And bundled football with football.
Bundle, amigo! You can bundle! Bundle is live! Go!
Bundle and save with the personal price plan, field ball.
So do you kick it or pass it?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, America. Stocking up for the big game? Look at your Instacart app. Now back to me. What's at the door?
Well, hot dog.
The Instacart app is now overflowing with deals on those snacks that you love. Play the music.
Do you want to party? Yeah. Look, I'm dancing.
We're in a commercial.
A dancing commercial. With a horse.
There are many ways to do it at Planet Fitness, but only one way to start. Come in. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Free fitness training. Open 24 hours. Just $15 a month.
We're just getting started.
Earlier today, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell met Jaden Williams and his mother Tiffany pregame. Jaden's a 5th grader. He's a huge Eagles fan, born with chronic kidney disease. Underwent kidney transplant surgery last summer. Commissioner wanted to brighten up his day after all he's gone through, and so he presented him with 2 Super Bowl tickets, 2 round-trip flights, and a hotel room in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. That's great. I hope Jaden enjoys it. He deserves it, no doubt. On the second quarter, we got ourselves a game. 14-12 Philadelphia. Washington on that Terry McLaurin 36-yard catch and run, but the 2-point conversion was no good. Here's Gainwell. And across the 25 he goes to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I thought they would give Daniels some options on this 2-point play. They basically motion across, they fake the jet sweep, and then it's a one-read play to Eckler. You're basically counting on fooling the defense. If you don't, there ends up being 2 or 3 people over there. So not necessarily my favorite call when you've got Jade Daniels back there. And when you give him options, he's proven to this club, he's going to make the right ones.
Little pop pass, Devontae Smith looking for a seam, has it up across the 35. They get Smith involved in just one catch, that toe-tapping catch earlier in the game. It's interesting, right? The Eagles, they are clearly built on their run game and their offensive line with Saquon Barkley, but you know, when press, get that pass game going, see what else they could do to get their weapons like Smith and A.J. Brown involved.
It's so dangerous when they do get the passing game going and you get A.J. Brown involved and you get Smith involved. They're virtually unstoppable. You add to this domino line, this Hall of Fame running back. Hurts is throwing the ball on time and accurate. It is just going to be too much for defenses to stop.
There's Barkley, left side, and Barkley not much there. Let's go down to Aaron. We just showed a shot of Landon Dickerson wearing a brace. Aaron, what's going on?
Yeah, and you can tell he's in some pain, Kev. He was over here, as you can see, talking to Jeff Stoutland and the athletic training staff about his left knee. There he is speaking with Cam Jurgens. Of course, Dickerson he got the start today because Cam popped up on the injury report with back tightness. Cam is active, Landon, and Jalen Hurts actually walked over to him before they took the field and said, "You good?" And he just kind of said, "I'm all right." Keep an eye on this one, Kev.
Being all right in the tush push is not where you want to be, but that's what they'll do on a 3rd and 1 for the brotherly shove. Hurts. That looks like he got it right there, and he does. First down. So they've done it a couple times, even with Dickerson and even with a knee brace and with a quarterback with a left knee injury.
Yeah, it's one of those aspects you and I talked about too, KB, in the pregame is that option at third down still going to be available with Dickerson to kind of man that play. Jason Kelsey did it for so long and was so dominant there at center, and Jurgens stepped in. Actually a few miscues earlier in the season, so I was wondering today if they were going to do it. They've used it twice effectively.
Eagles got jumbo formation here. They bring on Fred Johnson, an extra tackle. On the fake, Hurts looking deep, nothing there. Now pressure comes. Has to run and gets sandwiched right across the original line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard, but Jalen Holmes and Jonathan Allen put a stop to that.
Yeah, basically a one-man route there to A.J. Brown off the play action. Maybe he could have squeezed it in there. He would need to throw that ball on timing. He ends up holding it. And again, not many good things happen when you're holding the ball in the pocket.
Barkley, right side, slips through. Barkley trucks Sanders, still has got a first down. 10 more for Saquon Barkley. 5 carries, 72 yards for him.
Yeah, there's this aspect of his game that requires vision again to get through the first level of defense. I think that lateral ability gets him through the second level, and that acceleration and burst gets him to the third level. You saw it right there. That second level lateral agility and power that he's got.
Hurts keeps it in his own read. Wagner chases him and he slides down. Well, you can watch the Apple Music Super Bowl 59 halftime show. Catch Kendrick Lamar at the top of his game, February 9th on Fox.
I'm excited to see that, KB.
Well, guess what? Well, front row seat.
Yeah, get a little Kendrick Lamar at halftime.
Be there in New Orleans. Stan Quinn is hoping to be there too, trying to take his second team as a head coach to the Super Bowl. The Eagles trying to get back there for the second time in the last 3 years. Barkley's got it. There to stop him after picking up a few. So 3rd down it is.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things on those motions. When you motion the receiver across and that nickel defender doesn't run, Igbenogany's just standing there in the hole. It's one aspect that I did not like when I was under center, there's Kellen Moore's done a great job kind of evolving his system from a very pass-heavy system to basically around the bye week, more run-focused. I think this whole team has rallied around this vision from Stoutland and Moore.
Pressure, Hurts, floats it out to Barkley, comes back and he cannot make the catch. The blitz that time affecting the play. Jeremy Shinn coming in with the pressure, and it's 4th and 5.
Yeah, that's twice they've used the blitz effectively on 3rd down. Not necessarily an area where they feel like they're getting it. And Shinn, all by himself, Hurts feels it actually makes a great throw to the back hip of Saquon to give him a chance. But hard for these running backs to come down and grab it. Yeah, they're going for it too.
Eagles aren't as aggressive on 4th down as they were a couple years ago, but they still go plenty in 4th and 5 here. Not an easy one.
A.J. Brown or Calcaterra at the top are your best 2 options.
Blitz coming. Hurts, pass to one low, going deep. A.J. Brown, he's got it!
They decide to play one-on-one coverage, and there's Brown just too physical on Lattimore, who's always loves being at the line of scrimmage, trying to disrupt it. And I think Hurts, that's what he needs. Get the ball to his dominant receivers in man coverage and let them make some plays, take a little pressure off Saquon. It's a great formula.
We need a symbol that can unite us. Wait for it. Save some for us, Cap.
Let's go home.
Captain America, caught in a trap.
You want me? Come and get me!
Captain America, Brave New World. Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Let's make this easy.
You know, that fella looked closer.
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
So is it like competitive salary or is it like competitive salary?
It's somewhere between competitive and competitive.
Right. And then the number would be...
Competitive.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Oh, a number.
What do you mean a number?
It's an actual number.
Intuit TurboTax presents Now This is an Expert at Work. Facing the NFC's top-ranked offense last week, the Commanders' defense put in the work. Led by Mike Sainristil, Juan Martin, and Jeremy Chinn, they expertly forced 5 turnovers in their divisional playoff win over the Lions. And with TurboTax, Now Taxes is an expert who works on your taxes for you while you go about your day. Intuit TurboTax, proud sponsor of the NFL.
Well, Joe Witt decided to blitz. On 3rd down, they blitz again on 4th down. Here's Wagner and Luvu. Barkley's got to step up to block him, and he does, but I think he gets away with a little bit of a hook. Right there, Mike, what do you think of that? You see it the same way I do?
I don't think there's anything to think about. That was clearly a hold and should have been called.
Wow. So the Eagles get a big break. Instead, it's a 31-yard conversion. With 2 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Parker. This side makes a cut and works his way down to the 12. And now Washington calls their first timeout. And they'll stop the clock. We'll be right back after this message from AT&T.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like Sinks knowing you exist. Don't worry, Kathy, we see you.
And you felt the game.
Or great chemistry.
No, where'd you go? All you, Marshawn.
No. Easy now. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
There you go, second down, Eagles knocking on the door. You know, talking to Saquon Barkley this week, he said, you know, some may have thought that paying the amount of money to a 27-year-old running back wasn't the best idea, but I really want to win it and get to the Super Bowl at home in front of these fans who've embraced me. They also embrace you when you run for 2,000 yards like he has. He's got 2 touchdowns so far today. Second and 8. Another blitz for Washington. Hurts going end zone. Incomplete. Goddard had his hands on it, and there are no flags. Lattimore ended up covering the tight end that time. Did a good job.
Yeah, very good job in man coverage. One-on-one from off, and yeah, there's a little contact. But when you're a big man at tight end, they're usually not going to give you those type of calls. I do like the ability in the playoffs. I've always felt this as a player. Let the players play. Let them go out there, be physical. And I'm not saying it gets something egregious, but I don't love seeing the refs factor into too many games. I want to see the players on the field decide and get the decisions why they advance.
Play clock runs down. There's movement and all kinds of discombobulation there. And the Eagles will be moving back 5 yards, I believe.
False start on the offense, number 1. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still third down. Please reset the game clock to 1:51. Thank you.
I wonder why they didn't call a timeout there. It just seemed a little out of sync, and now it makes it a third down and long.
Again, I think you have these issues when you have your backup center in there, and Jurgens is not in there, and Dickerson's in there. There are issues with snap counts. There are issues with communication between centers and guards. These things are games within the game that do come up because there's so much familiarity when the starting center is in there.
Got A.J. Brown in the slot on a third and long. There's Hurts, blitz again. Everybody's coming. Hurts is going to float it for the corner. It is caught. Smith, no signal, no, incomplete. And there's a flag too. And the signal looks like it's on Washington. Lattimore on that coverage again. So an incompletion, but a penalty seemingly on Washington. Let's see.
Yeah, just see Brown there in the slot, one-on-one on Lattimore, and you get the hook
on the field, jersey, incomplete pass. Pass interference in the end zone, defense number 23. The ball will be flipped to the 1-yard line. It's first down.
There's with the left arm, hooking his right arm. It's a little too much contact. Yeah, and they're in their face. You know, there's not a lot of love lost between these two. Certainly division rivals. I don't want to call it hate, but it's pretty close, KB.
I don't think it's love.
No.
So you saw the ball clearly drop with the pass interference, and it's first and goal for the Eagles. On the one they go. See if they go brotherly shove here. It's worked a couple times already today.
Yes, it is.
All kinds of people on the field. What is happening here? It is a touchdown. There's a penalty. You see all people on the field. There are reserve. Trying to break that fight up. Might give reserve officials who can go out and help break the scrums up down the field ready, right? Is that true?
You've got 7 alternate officials, and that's one of their jobs. If this starts to get out of control, they can all go out there. They're the ones in the black coats.
Well, you see A.J. Brown and Lattimore really going at it. They were jawing before. Lattimore has had his issues with opposing wide receivers. You saw it firsthand with Mike Evans.
Yeah. It's like one of those hockey fights where they drop the puck and everyone drops their gloves. And they're like, yeah, you want it? I want it. Let's go. Again, these are two physical guys.
A touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 23. Philadelphia has elected to enforce this foul on the try from the 2 to the 1 and go for 2 points.
Well, that's a big deal. I mean, you put some, especially with the brotherly shove, with a chance to get 2 out of that.
Sure does. And again, it always comes down to poise in these situations. And A.J. Brown, they both got physical there at the snap, but at some point you got to just say, all right, enough's enough. But when it carries on, then you see a helmet go off. It's just too easy for the referees to end up throwing those flags. You see Brown at the top. And then right there, Goddard, Calcaterra, Gainwell, all in on the push. And then a lot more pushing going on out the right side of that screen.
I got news for you. You're going to see it again.
Why do you have to huddle for this play? I just get in there and say, guys, you know we got one ready, great. And so many of these go over the left side of the line here.
Gonna do it again. Hurts. No signal. I don't know that he got there.
Doesn't look like it.
Wow, Washington with a big stop. A rare stop with that brotherly shove, and the two-point conversion is no good. So that penalty doesn't end up. Let's see, all these bodies in there. Louisville in there with a bunch of help on the Eagles, and a touchdown on the Hurts quarterback sneak, and it's 20-12 here in the second.
Whether it's Mardi Gras or the Super Bowl, New Orleans knows celebration and tradition. Playing for my city, I've seen how Kern Studios keeps that culture thriving.
My grandfather founded this company and built the first float 92 years ago. And today, we build over 700 floats a year.
And for 2 decades, QuickBooks has helped us grow so we can keep our floats rolling.
From game day to payday, QuickBooks has you covered. Intuit QuickBooks, proud sponsor of the NFL.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings.
I can help with that.
Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked, responsibly raised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin. Hand shredded for fall to fork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
This is a job you have to put your heart into.
Getting dangerous. Welcome to the North Shore.
Rescue High Surf only tomorrow at 9 on Fox. You can't remember when to salute. It's a basic... No, it's not now.
An all-new Going Dutch.
Open hand? No. Just put it down.
Thursday on Fox.
Tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern to CBS for the AFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Well, if you're an official in this game, you got your hands full because there's been a lot of this. Tempers flaring. That penalty on Lattimore did not end up hurting because Washington stopped that brotherly shove on the two-point try. And so it's an 8-point game once again for the Eagles. Each team has failed on a two-point try. A 12-play drive and Jalen Hurts on the 1-yard touchdown. But the big one, the conversion on 4th down to A.J. Brown. Now Washington with plenty of time left and 2 timeouts as well. Here's McNichols. And just barely goes for the ball. Is out! Philadelphia, did they get on it? They did!
Okay.
Just so loose with the ball. McNichols. And Will Shipley just gets his face right on the ball. Every great defender knows, bite the ball, bite the ball. And all that force stops McNichols in his track. Ball gets kicked around. Then it's a rugby scrum. And then Gainwell on top of it.
you what, Tom, you think about it. The first play of the wild card game, remember their special teams forced a Green Bay fumble and they scored? Their special teams coverage units have been so good. And now McNichols, second turnover for Washington. And the Eagles have it with 1:36 to go in the half.
And Philly gets the ball coming out of the second half. A lot of things that can happen at this point. Not, if you're a Commander fan, not what you wanted to see. You'd love to see your team have the ball through the last minute 36.
Showed you Landon Dickerson got that placement limping around. He's still in there cutting through it at center. Hurts keeps it, throws, Goddard's wide open, makes the catch inside the 20. He goes. Landon Dickerson, you know, is hurt. You know he's down to the backup center, and I think they're trying to say, hey, man, you sure? And he's like, nope, I'm good. Because that's Cam Jurgens, who's the starter, but he's hurt.
Yeah, these guys are warriors. I played with so many offense that are toughest guys I know. Love to see Dickerson go in there and slug it out.
Hurts first down. Jalen Hurts, penalty flag. Hurts is going to get there, but a flag. It's a touchdown for now, but the signal looks like this might be coming back. Let's see. And you know what? I think it's going to be on Landon Dickerson, actually.
By the offense, number 69. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Yeah, Dickerson gets out in space. They call this a car block where he goes up and around, gets his hand into the shoulder, the breastplate there of Bobby Wagner. But you see, he just pulls around. You just got to square him up. Probably wouldn't have made the tackle anyway. I love his fight. Dickerson in there. Sirianni a little dismayed too. He's playing his heart out, Dickerson.
It's amazing, right? You lose your Pro Bowl center. Dickerson says, I'll do it. I played center in college. Playing a position he hasn't played in a while. Completely banged up.
This is why quarterbacks have so much love for offensive linemen. Because the way they get in the huddle and they see this toughness every single play.
Hurts. Spins away. No one's on that side. Hurts is going to throw it away. Get no one home. Had to do that.
Good decision getting out of there. And I don't know how Dickerson's even in there. You can see him limping. Man. It's just all day tough. Again, it can affect you in a lot of different ways. Sometimes the snaps aren't exactly perfect. He hits his own butt. I've seen a butt fumble. I've seen a butt snap. It's happened a few times. But again, backup center, that kind of those things type, they happen a little bit more than you would think.
It's now 3rd and 10. Pressure again. Hurts floats away. Barkley one-handed catch. Not going to be able to hold it out. And hit out of bounds. And there's a penalty. Oh my goodness. Mikey Samer still on the hit. A huge mistake.
Yeah, right on the sideline. Samer still saying he was in bounds. He's got his right foot. Just as the left foot hits, I think that's a good call. I know you just as a defensive player.
Unnecessary roughness. Late hit out of bounds. Defense number 0. The penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down.
Mike, you like that call there?
I do, because it's just a matter of the left foot being down. The left foot's down out of bounds just prior to the contact. You could actually pick that up in replay if it wasn't, but they looked at it and said that they could not pick that up since the foot was down.
Wow, I mean, they get the stop after the turnover, and now they give it to him. And such a huge possession for the half. And Tom, as you pointed out, the Eagles get it to start the 3rd quarter. 52 seconds left. They've got it on the 10, 1st and goal.
Yeah, not a bad idea just to hand the ball off on this play and drain some more of this clock.
They will. Barkley, left side, sliding inside the 5, and Barkley down to the 4. Now whistle and see if Washington calls a timeout here. Timeout on the field, and look at Saquon Barkley. Got this game ripping. First play of scrimmage for Philadelphia. He went 60 yards. Here it is.
Yeah, I thought Wagner had a chance to make that play. He's had a hell of a season, but when you make the smallest of mistakes against a Hall of Fame running back in the making, He makes you pay. Lubu unblocked, bounces to the corner. The only thing that slowed him down is that little bit of a sore calf that hasn't quite been in there as much as he's been the rest of the season. Gainwell's got some action, but in this situation down there in the low red zone, he ain't coming off the field.
Yeah. Barkley 8 carries, 85 yards today. Look at that board. Names on that list are pretty unbelievable. Barkley again, and he goes nowhere. Well played inside that time by Carl Davis, who's a practice squad call, a 9th-year player, and he makes a pretty big tackle. Now timeout on the field, and Washington calls their final one of this first half. Well, they're the guys, right, coming up the Verizon halftime show. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, Jimmy, and Gronk all down on the field, ready to go. They're into the action. Getting set. I'll have to head to the set in just a minute. Mike Berger down there, lead researcher. Well, you had some fun down with the guys, right?